morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sand Hills. I'm Steve Leader Adams, fresh off of 4 hours and 49 minutes of sleep, according to my Fitbit. Along with the Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen, as the failing pilot refers to you. Hey, it's a little dismal out there, much like a Democrat's view of America. But, hey, you conservatives, don't fear. Get out there. Just make sure you got your crucifix and your garlic necklace on in case you run into any vampires or Democrats.
Don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on our live video stream. That's fired up and running at our website at talk973.com. Top and middle of the homepage is where the link's located. If you're on your mobile device, you'll have to fire up YouTube and put Mornings with the Leader Man into the search. If you're on your mobile device just needing our audio stream, well, that's available too to you. Just put WEEB into the search on any streaming app, such as TuneIn, iTunes, or Streamler. You may already have an app in your group of icons there. Fire that up, like I said, put WEEB in the search, or you can get it off of our website at talk973.com. Top right-hand corner of every page on the website has an icon that says Listen Live Only. Click that once and you're listening that quick. We'll have weather today. We're going to have off and on rain throughout the day with cloudy skies, 69 for a high. Then tonight, more off and on rain. Should end around 7, 8 o'clock, this rain stuff. With the low of 62. A few showers may linger after that, but probably not. Friday may start out with a few lingering showers, but likely not. Partly cloudy and a high of 81. Saturday, mostly cloudy, scattered thunderstorms, 76 for a high. And the same holds true for Sunday, partly cloudy, some isolated showers, and a high of 71. Monday, Tuesday, back to full sunshine with high of 68 and 74 respectively. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds of southwest at 8, visibility 10 statute miles. Humidity 75%, dew point 48, pressure 3007. It's light rain and 56 right now here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB.
Baby, we can shake, shake, shake.
All right, it is 7:32, 32 past the hour on this Thursday morning. Yeah, the governor of Georgia getting a lot of flack about opening up his state. President, he's being pushed by the press and everything else to be negative about the governor opening up. I think down deep he'd like to see him open up, at least to give him kind of a benchmark to work from.
Well, we'll see how it goes. I mean, Las Vegas, we got to get the gamblers active again. So, I don't know what they have to bet on. Sports is still, closed. But I'm sure they'll find something to throw some money at.
Oh, they'll bet on the color shoes you'll wear tomorrow, Jeff.
Oh, you think they're looking at okay, I better put my feet back under the desk then.
You can bet on about anything you want to. Somebody will set the odds on it. Of course, you know the odds are going to be in their favor. But if you want to bet. All right, well, let's start out with the best of the late night Eunuch boys. See if they can spark a smile on your face as we get this Thursday underway here.
Well, guys, it's been over a month of quarantine, and more Americans are desperate to reunite with their loved ones. In fact, yesterday, Rob Gronkowski couldn't wait any longer and reunited with Tom Brady.
The world was rocked by reports that Kim Jong-un may be gravely ill after secretly undergoing heart surgery. And this was major news. I mean, I didn't know Kim Jong-un had a heart.
Is Take Our Daughters and Sons to Work Day, or as it's now called, every single day.
The director of the Center for Disease Control, Dr. Robert Redfield, says there could be a second wave of the virus later this year that might be worse than this one because it would coincide with flu season. Basically, he said the next version of the virus could be like The Matrix Reloaded, just as popular, but worse.
And this Friday, like I said, all eyes will be on Georgia because Governor Brian Kemp has decided to allow some non-essential businesses to reopen.
Right.
Phase 1 will include tattoo parlors, bars, hair salons, and bowling alleys. Here's a little song to go along with that.
All right, Georgia. Keep on bowling, baby. Don't know how safe it is.
Georgia Governor Brian Kemp will allow some non-essential businesses to begin reopening. Tattoo parlors, bowling alleys, salons, and barbershops can reopen.
Ladies and gentlemen, coronavirus. Gotta keep on bowling, baby. Lift off the lockdown. Feel free to go out. Get up, haircut. Tell me what you're gonna do now. Keep bowling, 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 bowling. What? Keep bowling, 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 bowling. Come on. Keep bowling, 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 bowling. Yeah. Keep bowling, 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 bowling. You know I got a 7-10 split right here. KEMP. Brian Kemp has no fear.
Well, that's about enough of that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But the idea that hey, everything's open again, or selected businesses are open. You didn't say everything, but it's not like, hey, an empty restaurant is going to be chock full, on the day it opens. It's going to slowly return, and that was the whole purpose of what we've done for the last month, was to flatten the curve so that we don't have this huge influx of people, getting sick, and to kind of even it out. I mean, the expectation is that this thing is still going to go around. So, I don't know what everybody's thinking about. And we found out that, I can't remember the article. I've read it somewhere that, as we found out even in New York, where, of course, the Sodom and Gomorrah, New York, they just went ahead and did everything they wanted to do anything. Well, they didn't fill the hospitals and all that. They didn't even use half the assets or most of the assets that we sent them, that they come, we need this, we need that. Well,
and they whined about everything they needed, and then it turns out they didn't need it.
So, yes, people are going to continue to get sick. That was not the purpose of sitting home here for the last month.
Well, also in Georgia, it allows businesses to set themselves up in such a way that they can conduct business and not threaten your health.
Yes, they can, hey, wear the mask, and you're going to have people are still not going to, at-risk people, if they're smart, and they know who they are, and they're not going to go out there and engage, and it's not going to be this mass inundation of people in all these stores. It's not going to happen.
Well, let's see if it can work, and
yeah. Well, that's this.
You don't have a spot here and spot there to have an outbreak. So
yeah, and it'll be see, we had a big leap in infections or something, and it's it's all baloney.
But you got to get your motor cranked, because like I said, those that are telling us not to open seem to be the ones that have their check automatically deposited in their account every month.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's time for them to suffer a little pain. You don't have to go into these stores. You can continue to stay home. But I bet these stores can set themselves up in such a way that they are pretty safe to go in.
Well, as we found out here, well, I don't know, we just had the news this morning that, one particular store had some people infected, but we've had people going, like I said, Lowe's, the grocery stores, I see more people in there during the day than I normally see, because so many people are out of work and they're in there, doing things or whatever. And man, I've seen some stores packed all the time.
A new poll indicates that most Americans think social distancing measures are necessary and should stay in place as long as needed to combat the coronavirus. Here's a new product to ensure your safety.
Is it becoming increasingly difficult to get your friends and neighbors to maintain proper social distancing? Well, those days are over with this. It's new. Social distancing in a bottle. That's right. We've taken the essence of cow dung, spoiled milk, and the sweat of an overweight carnival worker to create the world's most offensive odor. Just apply a single drop behind the ears and knees and watch your friends and neighbors run for the hills. And if you act now, we'll throw in a bottle of new extra strength social distancing in a bottle with just a whiff of toe jam.
Ew.
It's social distancing in a bottle. To order yours today, go to SeriousStank.com. That's SeriousStank.com. Remember, the best way to stay safe is to stay stinky.
Yeah, there you go.
And this parody of a quarantine TV commercial is all about the timing. It starts with a nice word about them always being there for you. Then it gets down to business reminding you to give them your stimulus money.
Your family is important to you. And in these uncertain times, it's more important than ever to be safe and to stay connected. That's why we're here for you, now more than ever. We care about you and your stimulus check that we know you just got. With love from our family to yours, Generic Company.
Well, that sounded better than it was. All right. What do teens do to pass the time, well, other than being stupid? An 18-year-old girl in Virginia got stuck in a washing machine the other day while playing hide-and-go-seek and had to be rescued by firefighters. One of the firemen had a great line when she told him about the hide-and-go-seek game. He asked, "Did you win?"
Just little kids. What you doing? I'm playing hide and seek. Did you win?
Okay. A guy posted a video of a Zoom call he did with his friends that ended up playing out like a horror movie. He tells them he's been hearing noises from the attic, so they tell him to check it out. So he takes the camera along and slowly scans the room until a creature pops up. And then everyone in the call screams bloody murder. I know you can't wait to hear this.
I've been hearing like noise, like footsteps above my room.
Rob, go up there now and actually have a look.
It might just be rats though, but they might be like mutant rats.
No, don't take a noise.
Exactly, yeah.
No, don't take a noise. What if there is?
Okay, here we go.
I'm kind of not looking. Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't like it, Rob. What?
Rob?
What was that?
That is incredible. How did you do that?
Okay. Games.
Yeah.
Something to stay busy, I guess.
You know, nothing to do and
Read a
little
book.
imagination. Let's see. We'll save that one. All right. A survey found the most common hard-to-answer questions kids ask their parents are, what are they?
I don't know. The most, why, I don't know.
Let's see. There's my print on it. There are 8 questions that are the toughest.
8 questions. That
So
kids
you were a father of 2.
8 questions.
What were
that
the
kids
questions
ask
you
their
were
kids.
asked that you dreaded to answer?
Jeez, I don't know. I can't remember I can't remember back that far.
Well, I'll get you started. Is Santa real?
Yeah, the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, yeah, all those, right. Yeah.
Where do babies come from?
Yeah, okay.
Do you like that one? Do animals get married?
No, never heard that one.
What does green mean?
Green?
Means you fall into the liberal trap. What does this swear word mean?
Oh, yeah, I think they knew those. Sorry to say.
Just take them on the Marine base. No, take them on a construction site.
Well, yeah.
Everything's a MFer. Hand me the MFer song. Get that MFer stud over there and bring it over here. Why is the sky blue? Why can't I stay up as late as you?
Oh, well, yeah, that one.
And what does love mean?
Why do I need to go to bed is actually the question.
What does love mean? Let's see. The story reminds us of a great scene from Louis C.K. failed sitcom Lucky Louie, where he gets very honest with his daughter about how he behaved in school.
Papa, can we play outside?
No,
Why?
because it's 5 o'clock in the morning. It's too early.
Why?
Because the sun comes up later.
Why?
Well, the Earth goes around, and when it turns a certain amount, the sun shows on the horizon.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Why don't you know, Papa?
Because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I didn't listen in class.
Why?
Because I was high all the time.
On what? How'd you get high? Why'd you get high?
Yeah, why were you high? Yeah.
When it's against the law, why'd you do it, Dad? Back in December, someone in San Francisco stole a woman's dog when she tied its leash to a bench while she bought groceries. She was so upset she built a website to help find the dog and had a plane fly around the city pulling a banner with the website on it. Now they've been reunited after he turned up at a shelter near L.A. And here's that moment when they were reunited. Yeah, even when they're taken away from you, they don't quit loving you.
No. Nope.
Your wife being a teacher, she would enjoy this. An art teacher at an elementary school in Vermont bought a bunch of art supplies like crayons and paint sets, and she put together 173 emergency art kits and mailed one to every kid in her school. Well, I think the mailing costs more than the kit, but...
Probably, yeah.
She says a few of them have already thanked her for it.
Most wonderful delight is when I'm on my walks. Everybody knows I walk all the time. And I'll hear, Miss Arista, thank you for the art supplies. I was getting all choked up when they were coming out their doors. It was tears of joy.
All right, then money well spent.
Yes, yeah. I hope they maintain their social distancing.
Head nurse from San Diego University's health system came up with a way to make cloth face masks with materials from AC filters. Well, I hope those AC filters don't have fibers that suck into your lungs.
Yeah, no kidding.
It lodge there and cause lung cancer.
Right.
They might be more effective than N95 masks, or at least a solid replacement if N95s run out. She says it started with the CDC, when the CDC told nurses to use bandanas if they ran out of real masks.
When the CDC gave the regulations that in a contingency standpoint, we could use bandana and handkerchiefs, our nurses were up in arms. And so instead of getting angry about that decision, we decided to take action and create a mask that would be a great alternative to the N95 mask. The one with the blue draping has a filtration efficiency of 97.8, and the one with the white draping has a filtration efficiency of 99.5.
All right.
Yeah, I'd be reluctant to breathe through those myself.
Yeah, I don't think
It's one thing to filter for a house.
Right.
It's quite another to filter that goes right into your lungs. And to lift people's spirits, the Parks Department in Juneau, Alaska, created a hotline where you can call and hear a joke for the day. It's been in and out of service because so many people have called. Not all jokes are laugh out loud funny, though. Here's the one they ran yesterday.
This one comes from my grandpa in Idaho. A group of crows was arrested for hanging out together. The charge? Attempted murder.
group of crows were arrested for hanging out together.
Yeah, a group of crows is called a murder. Like a flock of geese, gaggle of geese.
I'm glad somebody got it.
Well, murder. Yeah, crow. It's a murder of crows. That's what they're.
I did not know that. Meanwhile, Anderson Cooper proving that he's the friggin' know-it-all of TV.
Oh yeah, he's an idiot.
Yesterday, he talked to the Las Vegas mayor, Carolyn Goodman. You notice how these liberal leftists, greenheads, sit there and they try to tell other people their agenda instead of hearing what the mayor's agenda is. They try to push on you their agenda.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't care about your agenda. You don't have any power. You weren't elected to squat. Anyway, he starts lecturing the mayor of Las Vegas, Carolyn Goodman, who wants everything to open back up. At one point, Anderson was trying to show her a report out of China. It showed how the virus can spread in restaurants when she cut in with "this isn't China." You can hear it for yourself here.
There's Chinese researchers have shown how this virus spreads, and I just want to put up for our viewers. This is a restaurant.
Anderson, you are tough.
No, I'm not
We're
talking
back
about
to China. This isn't China. This is Las Vegas, Nevada.
Wow. Okay, that's really ignorant. This is a restaurant, and the
That's
yellow
ignorant
circle.
to say
That's an ignorant statement. That's a restaurant, and yes, it's in China, but there are human beings too.
And what was your degree in, Anderson?
Yeah. Why would anybody agree to be interviewed by a moron like that, or anybody on CNN, number one? And number two, why would you bother to even pick up a document that says Chinese anything on it? Because it's a lie. It would have to be a lie because it's from communist China. Why would you base anything
because he's
on their
dumb enough to
statistics?
believe it. That's his problem.
Well, that's what we started out with, was modeling crap based on their lies.
No.
And look where we ended up. So yeah.
Well, the good mayor didn't take it lying down. She had a word for Anderson too.
The reality is, I want us open in the city of Las Vegas so our people can go back to work.
You're encouraging hundreds of thousands of people coming there in casinos, smoking, drinking, touching slot machines. Doesn't that sound like a virus petri dish?
You're being an alarmist. I'm not. I've lived a long life. I grew up in the heart of Manhattan. I know what it's like to be with subways and on buses and crammed into elevators. I think you are by saying what you have just said.
So you don't believe there should be any social distancing? You don't believe that this is
Of course I believe there should be. I'm a
How do you do that in a
rational-
casino?
That's up to them to figure out. I don't own a casino.
Hey, Anderson, here's an idea. You can stay home.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't like it, stay home. That's what the choice everybody has. If you want to go play the slots, go play the slots. We don't need your permission, and we don't care what your policy is because you don't have any say in it. Survey done over the weekend found 80% of business owners who applied for CARES Act relief still had not gotten any money. 86%. So 14% got it, the rest of you didn't. And that makes you want to turn around and look at the government in the face and say to them face to face, "Show me the money!" There you go.
Yeah.
I feel better. Trump yesterday during his coronavirus briefing said the amount of new cases continues to decline.
A lot of tremendous things are happening. The number of new positive cases continue to decline nationwide. Recent hotspots appear to be stabilizing. The hotspots they're going down. They're going in the right direction. Cases in the Boston area are now declining. The Chicago curve appears to have flattened, which is terrific, and Detroit has passed its peak. These trends demonstrate that our aggressive strategy to battle the virus is working, and that more states will soon be in a position to gradually and safely reopen. That's very exciting.
All right, and the little sports that we have, there's a new video out where Tom Brady uses a conch to summon Rob Gronkowski to Tampa. Brady's kind of standing on a hill, and he blows into the conch shell and makes the bugle noise of a conch, and birds fly out of the trees, and out of the woods comes Gronkowski to report for duty.
Yeah.
A little tired, but Gronk reporting.
Yeah, I want to see him pick up a conch and do that.
Well, probably somebody can. I don't know if Tom Brady does. But, you know, hey, it's all the pomp and circumstance. They're trying to.
Yeah, it was fun to watch. Time-wise, all right.
Oh, the NFL
draft
is tonight. Yeah, that's right.
Down in what's-his-face's basement.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll lock the door and leave him down there.
What's his name, the commissioner?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I
only draw these in the morning, the blanks.
Goodell,
Roger Goodell.
It's all right, I forgot it, too. I wish I could forget it. Yeah.
How big is his basement? That's what I want to know.
Well, you know, see, that's the big lie. Some of these guys have basements as, you know, big as your house. So
I know he makes like $40 million a year and has a private NFL plane at his disposal.
Right.
That he wanted in his contract renewal to be able to have that for the rest of his life. That the NFL would play for it. Nobody's that good.
Well, you know, these owners roll over for it. What are you going to say?
I mean, he can't enforce simple rules of the game.
He's terrible.
Such as standing up for the national anthem. It's in the rules, but unenforced. He wants to come to some compromise, and my compromise will be, hey, it's a privilege to play. You stand up.
Yeah, well, you know, they could probably grab somebody from a tailgate at the Philly Stadium there and make him the commissioner or her, and have somebody better. You know, some drunk tailgater in the parking lot.
All he does is fly to the next game that he wants to watch. Chauffeur up to the front door, gets the box seat, the whole bit. Tough life, isn't it? All right, let's do some Steve thoughts that I didn't get through with him yesterday.
Okay.
This is just stuff that I ponder. Eagles may soar, but weasels don't get sucked into jet engines.
No.
Indecision is the key to flexibility. See, I wake up at night and I come up with these things.
Yeah.
A person who smiles in the face of adversity probably has a scapegoat.
Oh, yeah.
Never underestimate the power of very stupid people in large groups.
Oh, yeah, no kidding there. Yeah, look at a Democrat convention.
Yeah, just look at Democratic voters.
Yeah.
Plagiarism saves time.
Well, there aren't many new thoughts out there to be had, so, you know.
Never put off until tomorrow what you can avoid altogether.
True.
And teamwork means never having to take all the blame yourself.
Yeah, maybe.
Those are pretty good, aren't they?
Yeah.
I'll think of some more maybe during the break.
Okay.
I'll have to go into my meditation mode.
I'm looking forward to them.
I bet you are. Right now we have light rain and 56 degrees. Your forecast is next in the news.
Everyone, and happy Thursday. Today we're tracking scattered to widespread rain that will continue to move through the area from time to time this afternoon and evening. Highs today are cooler in the low to upper 60s. Scattered rain continues for tonight, but then gradually tapers off after midnight. Back in the upper 50s, low 60s to start for Friday morning. We're drier and also sunnier, warmer Friday afternoon. Highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason.
Governors in a handful of states allowing certain businesses to reopen this week, and President Trump says that one of those governors is jumping the gun a bit.
The president spoke with Georgia Governor Brian Kemp about his plan to reopen part of his state's economy this week.
I told the governor of Georgia, Brian Kemp, that I disagree strongly.
At a White House coronavirus briefing, Mr. Trump said hair salons and tattoo parlors should wait a little longer before reopening.
It's just too soon. I think it's too soon.
However, he's leaving it up to the governor to do what he thinks is right. Greg Clugston, Washington.
California Governor Gavin Newsom says his state's hospitals will be allowed to once again perform some non-emergency elective surgeries. Examples include procedures for tumors, heart valves, and chronic disease. No purely cosmetic surgeries. A $480 billion coronavirus relief package expected to clear the House today, giving it final congressional approval. The top Senate Republican vows the pandemic will not derail plans for confirmation votes on Trump judicial nominees.
Majority Leader Mitch McConnell promises,
as soon as we get back in session, we'll start confirming judges again.
McConnell tells the Salem Radio Network that means more hearings and votes. He's previously said that his goal for the year is to leave no vacancy behind.
That hasn't changed. The pandemic will not prevent us from achieving that goal.
McConnell has placed a high premium on confirming Trump judicial nominees, especially to the powerful circuit courts of appeal. Bob Agnew reports.
6 people killed by powerful storms that raked parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana. That violent weather now moving east toward Alabama, North Florida, Georgia, and the Carolinas. On Wall Street right now, stock futures are mixed. Dow futures down 62 points. NASDAQ futures 6 points higher. S&P futures up 1 point. More on these stories at townhall.com.
If your family depends on your income and something happened to you, what would happen to them? You need life insurance, and SelectQuote can help you get it at a price you can afford.
SelectQuote found Jacob, 40, who's in excellent health, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $19 a month.
Not in perfect health? Don't worry.
SelectQuote found Tanya, 40, who has type 2 diabetes, a 10-year, $500,000 policy for only $32 a month.
We shop companies like Protective, Prudential, American General, and others to find you the company with the best rates. Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
For your free quote, call 1-800-880-7474. That's 1-800-880-7474. Or go to SelectQuote.com. That's 1-800-880-7474.
SelectQuote. We shop, you save.
Get full details on the example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials. Your premium could vary depending on your health, issuing company, and other factors. Not available in all states.
German leader Angela Merkel says imposition of coronavirus restrictions, one of the toughest decisions she's had to make as chancellor. The BBC's Jenny Hill in Berlin says Merkel stresses the importance of unity in tackling the outbreak.
She doesn't want to see elderly and vulnerable people having to remain in lockdown so that younger people can get back to a semblance of daily life. And she spoke rather movingly, I thought, about elderly people, particularly those in care homes, saying she felt very bad about the fact that those people can't have visitors. All they see are care workers inside the homes. She said these people in their 80s and 90s are the people, the Germans, who really rebuilt the country as we know it, who make sure that the wealth Germany enjoys today actually came about. They are Germans and they must not be forgotten, she said.
European Union leaders hold another video conference today, the fourth since the pandemic struck the EU. They're working on an aid package for member states. News and analysis at townhall.com. House leaders today enact new safety protocols for votes. New rules aimed at protecting lawmakers and staffers from the virus.
Members will have to vote in at least 8 time slots based on alphabetical order in groups of about 60 at a time and are being asked to exit the chamber immediately after voting. The protocols were set out in a memo to lawmakers on Wednesday from Paul Irving, the Sergeant-at-Arms, and Brian Monahan, the Capitol's attending physician. They are intended to reduce the number of lawmakers voting at one time. House members will be gathered en masse in the Capitol for the first time in 4 weeks Thursday to vote on the $484 billion package to renew funding for small business loans and provide more funding for hospitals and coronavirus testing.
That's Capitol Hill correspondent Bernie Bennett. The government issues its latest employment report later this morning. Economists believe at least 4 million people filed first-time claims for jobless benefits last week. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Serving more people, more places, 24/7. If you're AC
comment, save your energy. Well, Comfort Services can save your energy bill and make your home more comfortable. Specializing in insulation, HVAC, and comprehensive air quality services. Locally owned since 2003, Comfort Services is nationally certified and a Carrier Energy Expert dealer with highly qualified technicians. Go to ComfortServicesInc.com or call 910-695-2665 on Highway 5 next to Habitat in Aberdeen. 910-695-2665.
Comfort's just a call away. Comfort Services.
The following is a message from the Moore County Veterans Service Office. Many of Moore County's veterans are considered to be high risk during the coronavirus shutdown and may need help accessing non-emergency goods and services. While the Moore County Veterans Service Office is currently closed to the public, our staff is available by phone to provide referrals to community resources that can help with non-emergency issues. Call the Veterans Service Office at 910-947-3257 and leave a message for referrals, information on veterans' disability, and other claims. Please allow 48 hours for messages to be returned.
You hear best-selling author and four-time Emmy winner Coach Pete DeRuta on the air every week.
Let's do a forensic fee analysis. Let's break down the fees. Let's look at what they're charging you to do what they're doing. Let's make sure you're getting your money's worth. Let's make sure you're not overpaying for things you don't need. That happens a lot of times, too.
But did you know there's a secret passage for a free download to an audio copy of his best-selling book, 7 Baby Steps? Just visit 7babysteps.com to get yours free. That's 7babysteps.com. 7babysteps.com.
Hi, this is Rich Wagner from Whispering Pines. I've been suffering with acute back and knee pain for many months, and after trying visits to the doctor, painkillers, and spinal injections with no relief, I went to see Dr. Wright at Wright Chiropractic in Seven Lakes. After the first visit, I noticed a lot of improvement, and I've continued to improve with each treatment. Thanks to Dr. Wright, I'm feeling much better than I have in a very long time. I was skeptical about chiropractic treatment at first, but it has truly given me my life back.
This is Dr. Wright. I can't guarantee I can fix every problem, but I will tell you honestly whether chiropractic can be of help for your particular issue. Living with pain is not always the only option. Doesn't it make sense to explore every avenue before resigning yourself to the limitations of pain? Call our office today to schedule a consultation and start living again. 673-2225.
Sandy Ridge Memory Care provides all the amenities of home while providing personalized resident care and a dedication to a safe, secure, and comfortable environment for your loved one. Providing care for dementia and Alzheimer's population has been our specialty for 18 years. Research has proven that a loving, structured, and intimate home environment successfully fulfills the needs of both the one affected by dementia and Alzheimer's, as well as the family caregivers. As one of the largest memory care facilities in North Carolina, we feature 3 separate secure units within our community. Each wing is designed for individual needs and preferences. Call for an appointment or just drop in to tour our facility and discover for yourself the care that sets us apart. Located only minutes away from Moore County and surrounding areas, Sandy Ridge Memory Care is the right place at the right time on Bowman Road in Candor or online at sandyridgeliving.com. Call 910-974-6000. That's 974-6000.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. The first state prisoner to die from COVID-19 has been reported at Pender Correctional Institution. This is more than 98% of more than 400 cases at Noose Correctional in Wayne County not showing symptoms. At a briefing, prison director Todd Ishii was asked about possible widespread testing at prisons.
The command team is not recommending any further mass testing. However, we are doing testing on a daily basis for offenders that are exhibiting some type of symptom.
What could be Governor Roy Cooper's next steps toward getting North Carolina back to normal? That question was likely to be asked this afternoon. Dr. Betsy Tilson, North Carolina's health director, took a snap at it yesterday. She was asked about possible measures.
The governor has been always saying that we want to be looking at our trends, right? Looking at our cases, looking at our hospitalizations, looking at our death, looking at all of our trends to let us know when we think it may be safe to be able to start reopening the economy. Nobody more than the governor wants to reopen up the economy.
Governor Roy Cooper is expected today to unveil his plan to begin easing stay-at-home restrictions. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Governor Dan Forest made a stop in Morehead City yesterday to make a donation at a soup kitchen and told WITN News.
Life goes on for people while you're fighting anything, whether it's a natural disaster or, we have tornadoes or hurricanes that come through here. Obviously, almost yearly, it seems like now. People's lives need to get back up and running as fast as possible.
Correspondent Nancy Chen has results of new data just released on coronavirus hospitalizations.
New research finds more than 5,000 hospitalized COVID-19 patients also had high blood pressure. The first of its kind study in JAMA finds more than a third also suffered from obesity and diabetes, and the virus was more deadly in men than women.
CNN affiliate WTIB reporting some sad news this morning. The beach music world in North Carolina's lost a legend. Hall of Famer Steve Hardy passed away this morning after a long illness. You're listening to NCN News.
At Farm Credit, we know that food, clothing, and shelter begin with the farmer. And in these challenging times, their work is more important than ever. To support our farmers' efforts this season, we've put measures in place to be responsive, helpful, and keep everyone safe. Accounts can be accessed online with visits by appointment only or by calling your local Farm Credit office for assistance. We're in this together. Visit farmcreditofnc.com to find your local office. Equal housing lender.
Spring and the onset of summer increases the likelihood of thunderstorms. Alternative Power, your North Carolina Generac service provider, reminds you to stay alert as a thunderstorm approaches. Get out of boats and away from water. If you're caught outdoors, find a low spot away from trees, fences, and poles. Alternative Power guards homes against extended power outages with a Generac automatic standby generator. Alternative Power, North Carolina's Generac experts. See more at alternativepower.com.
North Carolina has received over 700,000 unemployment claims since the start of the coronavirus outbreak. That figure is about 14% of the state civilian workforce, according to the Department of Commerce. Without a federal mandate, each state is free to open its doors following the coronavirus as conditions on the ground dictate. This is leaving a number of states now fighting a political battle in addition to the virus. Georgia's governor is planning to go ahead with a partial reopening after President Donald Trump says he didn't agree with that. Mark Strassman has more.
Georgia fails to meet suggested federal guidelines for lifting restrictions, primarily a 14-day downward trajectory of new positive cases. Florida doesn't either, but some of their Gulf Coast beaches will also reopen as early as Friday.
We will do this safely, responsibly, and based on the data in our state.
Oklahoma also falls short of those suggested federal standards. But the state's governor announced businesses like hair salons and spas can open tomorrow.
Wilmington City Council met Tuesday night to discuss the latest coronavirus developments, with city leaders going out of their way to make sure as many people as possible could attend the meeting safely. Mayor Bill Saffo tells WWAY News.
Shutting down the businesses, churches, gatherings of all sorts. We are using the same process that they used in 1918.
A rare achievement for a Florida high school student.
Craig McFarland is a student at a prep school in Jacksonville with a 4.98 grade point average, and he's never gotten a B on his report card. Now he's got a tough choice to make because he's been accepted by all 8 Ivy League schools. Problem is, the COVID-19 outbreak has cut down on campus visits, so he may have to rely on virtual tours to make a decision. McFarland says he'll pursue a career in either medicine or law. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
Hello, everybody, and happy Thursday. Today, we're tracking scattered to widespread rain that looks to continue through the afternoon and evening today. Highs much cooler in the low to upper 60s. Scattered rain showers will continue at times tonight, but taper off after midnight. We start in the upper 50s, low 60s for Friday morning. Much drier Friday afternoon, partly cloudy and warmer. Highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
Right now, here in the Sand Hills area, we have light rain, 55 degrees, humidity 87%, dew point 51, pressure 3009, winds southwest of 7, visibility is at 10 statute miles. It's 8:14. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news for this Thursday morning. 3 employees have tested positive for COVID-19 at the Southern Pines Fresh Market. The employees tested positive April 16th, and the store immediately performed an extensive cleaning and disinfection protocol for the store. They were also able to immediately identify other staff and employees who had contact with the infected individual and had them tested and quarantined. So far, 2 of the team members tested positive. The first employee to test positive last worked at the store on April 15th, just the day before. The chain required all shoppers to wear masks while in the store. Moore County Schools proposed an 11% spending increase next year. In a presentation to the Moore County Commissioners at the regular meeting Tuesday, the commissioners listened to the school leaders during the virtual online meeting and voted unanimously to dissolve a policy that tied school spending to 40% of revenues collected by the county. Rescinding this measure clears the way for school funding to be reduced. The commissioners cited the 2019 tax hike to support education and the school bond referendum, money not included in the percentage, as reasons for their decision. They also noted that in recent years, the money used for education had been over the 40% mark. The county commissioners, not the school board, has the final say in how much funding is allocated for education in Moore County. School spending will again be discussed next month in a commissioners meeting on May 19th, then voted on after a public hearing on June 16th as required by law. And an Aberdeen woman is behind bars after being arrested on several drug charges yesterday. Amanda Lynn Walker, 35, placed in the detention center under a $100,000 secured bond. She was charged with 7 charges, including possession of heroin and methamphetamine. Walker was also arrested on 22 charges just last month. After a drug investigation, those offenses included possession of a firearm by a felon, misdemeanor child abuse, contributing to the delinquency of a juvenile, and several other drug charges. That's your WEEB local news this morning from the Sand Hill Sentinel. And, of course, you can go online anytime to sandhillsentinel.com for more information. It's 8:17, time for your sports. That's next here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB.
NCN Sports, I'm Josh Zach. The top college football players will be up for grabs tonight when the NFL holds the annual draft, but this year's selection will be much different due to COVID-19.
It is the NFL's biggest off-season event.
With the first pick.
But this year, because of the coronavirus, there will not be any hoopla. The draft was originally supposed to take place in Las Vegas in front of thousands of fans. Now it will essentially take place from the homes of coaches and general managers. Commissioner Roger Goodell will announce the picks, but he too will be at his home. The Cincinnati Bengals have the first pick. They are expected to choose Heisman Trophy winner Joe Burrow. Steve Futterman, CBS News.
Carolina has the number 7 pick overall, but there are rumors the team would be open to trading back if another team is inclined to make a deal and move up. But either way, GM Marty Herney says Panthers are ready to go no matter what.
We're going to explore all options either way, whether it's trading up, whether it's sticking, whether it's trading back. We will have all different kinds of scenarios, not only for that pick, for every round we go to. And I think that's the key is we have always been so prepared heading into the draft that there really hasn't been a lot of surprises. We've covered every option, and then you let it come to you, and I think that's what we'll do.
The NHL is making a contingency plan in an effort to salvage their season.
Alberta Premier Jason Kenney says he took a phone call from NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman wanting info on the province's status in combating the coronavirus. Premier Kenney says they have not received a formal proposal, and the conversation was very general. The message left with the league from the province's Chief Medical Officer of Health is the NHL needs to prepare a detailed plan before play can resume. Premier Kenney says it's clear they would not allow large crowds. Scott Johnson, Edmonton.
This is NCN Sports.
From fuel to battery power, Steel has been defining the future of outdoor power equipment for over 90 years. With hard-working trimmers, hedge trimmers, chainsaws, and more, Steel products deliver the power professionals need to conquer their workday. And with fleet discounts for qualifying customers, Steel delivers savings too. Steel is not sold at Lowe's or the Home Depot, always at a local Steel dealer. Real Steel. Find yours at steeldealers.com. Lowe's and Home Depot are trademarks of their respective companies.
2020, another big year for North Carolina politics. Republicans and Democrats battling for the state's electoral votes, competing for the governor's mansion, control of the General Assembly, the top job in the state Supreme Court. Carolina Journal covers all the action. Available each month as a free newspaper, every day online at carolinajournal.com. Carolina Journal, your best source for government news that affects you. Visit carolinajournal.com today.
Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson are primed for a made-for-TV rematch, and they'll be paired with a pair of NFL rival quarterbacks. Turner Sports says Tom Brady and Peyton Manning will join the two for a 2-on-2 match that will be aired on TNT sometime in May. The network has yet to provide specifics, but said the match would benefit relief efforts for the coronavirus pandemic. Louisville has furloughed 45 athletic department staffers for at least 2 months and eliminated 40 other support positions in the latest budget move resulting from the shutdowns caused by coronavirus. Notre Dame's women's basketball coach Muffet McGraw abruptly retired after a Hall of Fame career that includes 936 victories and 2 national championships over 33 seasons. The 64-year-old became the 13th woman inducted into the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame 3 years ago. Josh Zach, NCN Sports.
This is Chuck from Sunbelt Service Pros. Are you just not feeling it anymore with your AC service provider? Are you calling those guys because that's what you've always done, or because there's a sticker on the thermostat with an old phone number on it? How about this? Take a chance and you'll be thrilled to find that you're getting real value for your heating and cooling dollars. When you call Sunbelt Service Pros, you are dealing with a professional and reliable service provider. Our technicians are highly trained and certified and can quickly address any issues. Our customers find our technicians and office staff courteous, friendly, and professional throughout the whole process. We're doing something right here. You need to check us out. Find out what you've been missing and call us today. Sunbelt Service Pros at 910-944-2044 or go online to sunbeltservicepros.com.
Aaron Cooper here with Cooper Ford. With all that's going on out there right now, we just wanted everybody to know that we are and will always be dedicated to supporting the community in time of need. If you need your vehicle service, we'll provide free scheduled pickup and delivery. And if you're in the market for a new car, we'll come to you so you don't have to come to us. Right now, during this time of uncertainty, Ford is stepping up and offering 0% for 84 months on most 2019 models, or you can choose no payments for up to 6 months on both 2019 and 2020 models. These programs and incentives are unprecedented. If you're in the market for that new Ford or new-to-you vehicle, now's a great time to buy. We have lots of inventory and great selections to choose from. As a locally owned business owner, I hope that everyone would support their local businesses during this time. It's so important that all of us do our best to stay healthy, and when we can, support the local folks that depend on this community to support them. So please give us a call at 910-947-2244 or visit us on the web at cooperford.net. As always, working really hard to be your hometown dealer. Thank you.
Need to declutter this spring? Go to Pools Buildings where everyone is approved. Just minutes from Aberdeen and Pine Bluff, Pools Buildings is your dealer for SPS, metal buildings, and Old Hickory wood buildings. Come see a huge selection of quality buildings, cabanas, garages, carports, and more. Get a lifetime warranty as low as 5% down and free delivery and setup. Go to 525 North Walnut Street in Pine Bluff or visit their Facebook or poolsbuildings.com for a quote. That's P-O-O-L-E-S buildings.com.
Aberdeen Carpet is open, so why not use this time off of work to get your floors done? We're open weekdays 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 4. Aberdeen Carpet on Highway 5 near the Habitat store, online at aberdeencarpet.com or call 944-6204. All our employees are following social distancing mandates.
Dale, how are things at Knollwood Fairways and Midland Country Club this year?
Well, Stuart, you know our motto is 9 is fine. Knollwood and Midland are the only 2 9-hole golf courses in the Sandhills that are available to all golfers every day, and our all-grass practice tee at Knollwood continues to be very popular.
Do you give golf lessons at Knollwood?
Absolutely, Stuart. Our instruction and club fitting program with our 4 PGA professionals continues to grow every year. We love to teach all golfers, beginners, juniors, seniors, and ladies. Go to our website, knollwood-midland.com, to see what we offer. Our prepaid golf rounds and range balls are always popular. Plus, we have instructional packages, club fitting sessions, and a fully stocked golf shop. Knollwood and Midland is the place where quality and affordability meet.
Being overweight is the #1 health problem in America today. It leads to so many avoidable health issues. If you have a weight problem and finally want to do something about it, then do what I did and participate in the Transforming You Weight Loss Program offered by Dr. Sharon Wright at Wright Chiropractic in Seven Lakes. It's a customized, physician-assisted program based on your body type and your goals. A healthier, more vibrant, spirited, and slimmer you emerges. Now, I lost 25 pounds in the first month and 50 pounds to date. That keeps me motivated. Now, the program is easy to follow. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and if I can do it, you can do it. Give Dr. Wright a call and set up your no-charge consultation about the Transforming You Weight Loss Program at 910-673-2225. That's White Chiropractic at 673-2225. On the line with us, a great friend, Rodney Swarms with the Plumbing Night. How you doing, Rodney?
Steve, I'm doing great. COVID-19 and all.
Let me ask you, are you guys essential?
Steve, there's an old saying amongst plumbers. Plumbers protect the health of a nation. We're doing great.
As we know, Rodney, COVID-19 is very real. What are you doing to combat it there at the Plumbing Night?
We've implemented over a dozen changes to combat and comply with COVID-19. Some people today think it's kind of strange to be wearing gloves everywhere. The Plumbing Night has worn gloves since day one. We do it to protect ourselves and also to protect our customers. We have something kind of interesting. It's called a virtual estimate. We're the first ones in Moore County to use it in the plumbing world, and all you have to do is call us and we can look at your problem over the phone, and often we can diagnose it as well.
You mean you don't have to go in a customer's home?
That's right, Steve. It's called a virtual estimate.
If you'd like a virtual estimate or any other plumbing need, give the Plumbing Night a call at 639-5555, day or night, or on the web at theplumbingnight.com.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. The longer this shutdown continues, the more I think it makes very little sense. What the heck was the governor thinking when he came up with these rules? No matter how you feel about the executive order, how can you not see how stupid some of this is? All right, I know some of you get offended when I use words like stupid, so let me try to reword that. How can you not see how stupid some of this is? No, couldn't do it. People are out of work. That means they have no money. But yet, these same people, as far as the governor's concerned, can somehow go to Walmart, to the hardware store, or even to a state-owned liquor store. Well, except for the fact they have no money. People are suffering, not just financially, but socially as well. They're trapped. Everyone's losing money. Doctors, lawyers, builders, wait staff, hotels, investors, you name it. It's time to come up with a plan to end all this before we destroy this nation. Somewhere between we're all going to die and use sensible precautions is the answer. Maybe, Governor, if you had to suffer a little bit with the rest of us, you'd be more sympathetic. Someone's cutting your hair, buddy. It's my opinion that our governor has revealed himself to be a man who doesn't care for the people he's supposed to serve. He's instilled fear into this state. A fear that's taken away our ability to reason. And I hope you have a good day. From the Zumwalt Zone.
Hello, everyone, and happy Thursday. Today, we're tracking scattered to widespread rain that will continue to move through the area from time to time this afternoon and evening. Highs today are cooler in the low to upper 60s. Scattered rain continues for tonight, but then gradually tapers off after midnight. Back in the upper 50s, low 60s to start for Friday morning. We're drier and also sunnier, warmer Friday afternoon. Highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. I'm meteorologist Zach Malak in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the Leader Man. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
Good morning. Back off. You back off.
How about you cool it with the attitude?
Which attitude is that?
You can't be professional.
Everything I do is the attitude of one of...
Stay off the airway. Is that your own personal microphone? Not a morning personality.
You need some coffee. Coffee.
That and...
Your favorite radio station.
Got it? Got it.
Good.
It's showtime.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It is time once again for Mornings with the Leader Man. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with the Colonel, retired Marine Colonel Jeff Drummond. Good morning, Colonel.
Hey, good morning, Moore County. Good morning, unfortunate Aberdeen, as the failing pilot refers to you. Hey, it's a little dreary out there this morning, just like a Democrat's wardrobe. So, take it easy. You can still get out there for a walk. It's not pouring down rain, but you got to get some exercise. And hey, the other thing, if you're sitting around today because you don't want to go out and you're on the internet, be careful. There's an uptick in internet scams. And, if you send me 1995, I'll be more than happy to tell you how to avoid all those.
All right. You got your orders. Don't forget, of course, we are being heard and seen around the world on our live video stream. That's available right now at talk973.com. Top middle of the homepage is where the link's located. On your mobile device, if you want to see the program, fire up YouTube and put Mornings with the Leader Man into the search. Leader Man, all one word and spelled like it sounds. And you should get our result at the top of the list. It'll say live now. Click that and you're watching. If you're on your mobile device just wanting an audio stream, that's easy too. And you need a streaming app such as TuneIn, iTunes, or Streamer, many others work too. You probably already have one in your clump of icons there. Look it up and fire it up and put WEEB into the search, and we should appear at the top of your results. And if you're on our website at talk973.com, upper right-hand corner of every web page has an icon that says Listen Live. Click that once and you're listening back quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area, wet. Showers on and off today with cloudy skies, 69 for a high. Then tonight, mostly cloudy, on and off showers, but they should be ending around 8 o'clock tonight. Look for a low of 62. Tomorrow, maybe a lingering shower, otherwise partly cloudy, 81. Saturday, thunderstorms move through the area. Look for high, especially in the afternoon. Look for partly cloudy and 76. And Sunday, partly cloudy and isolated shower can't be ruled out, and a high of 71. Monday, back to full sunshine and 68. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are southwest at 7, visibility 10 statute miles, pressure is 3009, dew point 51, humidity 87. It's slight showers and 55 degrees here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right, it is 8:32 past the hour on this Thursday mornings with the Leader Man. Let's see here. I was just reading an article. We'll test the Colonel's superior knowledge here.
Yeah, maybe.
About the guy back in 1999 on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. He's the only one that's made it to the $1 million.
Oh, yeah.
And he did it without any lifelines. So I got the questions he had to answer.
Oh dear. Okay.
See how far you
actually,
get.
I've only watched this show. I kind of tuned in, and it has gone by me every now and then on the television, and they've actually had some pretty hard questions.
Yeah, we used to play it here every morning for a couple of years. We got to the $1 million one time.
Oh, okay.
But we had to use lifelines.
Oh.
All right, for the $100 question in the Roadrunner and Coyote cartoons, what famous sound does the Roadrunner make? Is it ping ping, beep beep, ooga ooga, or vroom vroom?
Well, it'd be beep beep according to that.
Yeah. $200. Where should choking victims place their hands to indicate to others that they need help? Over their eyes, on their knees, around their throat, or on the hips?
Around their throat.
That's right. Which of these dance names is used to describe a fashionable dot? Hora, swing, la bamba, or polka?
Polka.
Polka is correct. $500. In what language would you say
now, if you're going to
aloha to greet your friends?
Aloha?
No, it's not aloha. It's ELLO-HAY. Is it bull Latin, dog Latin, duck Latin, or pig Latin?
Oh, Pig Latin.
Pig Latin, it is.
Yeah, I got you now. Okay.
$1,000. What part of a chicken is commonly called the drumstick? The breast, wing, leg, or gizzard?
The leg.
That's right. What is the only position in a football team that can be sacked?
A quarterback.
Quarterback is right. $4,000. What god of love is often depicted as a chubby weaned infant with
Cupid.
a bow and arrow? Zeus, Mercury, Cupid, or Poseidon? Cupid. Is correct. What Steven Spielberg film climaxes at a place called Devil's Tower? Is it E.T. the Extraterrestrial, Jurassic Park, Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Close Encounters of the Third Kind?
I think that's the Close Encounters movie.
I think you're right. And you are. All right. In what U.S. town did the famous 1881 shootout at the OK Corral take place? Was it Laramie, Tombstone, El Paso, or Dodge City?
Tombstone.
Tombstone is correct. These are pretty easy so far, no wonder. You're up to the 32,000 grand one. That would mean if you get this one right, that's the least amount you could take home with you.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yes.
Where's you got your check laying there? Dorothy, bring down the checkbook.
I didn't say what currency. Which of the following months has no U.S. federal holiday?
Oh, dear.
August, February, September, or November?
August.
Ding, you got it right. What mythological beast is reborn for its own ashes? From its own ashes.
The phoenix.
It's a phoenix, a minotaur, dragon, or golem. Golem. Phoenix, he says, and he's correct. For $125,000. Who developed the first effective vaccine against polio? Polio.
Okay. I was going to say polio, I don't know.
Is it Albert Sabin, Niels Bohr, Louis Pasteur, or Jonas Salk?
Salk.
It is Salk. $250,000 question.
I had to wait for those. The name was eluding me.
Which of the following is not a monolithic
Want my glasses?
Well, I'm just trying. I've never seen the word. Monotheistic religion.
Monotheistic.
Okay. Evidently you've seen the word. Monotheistic. What the hell is a monotheistic religion?
One.
Which of the following is not one of the monotheistic religion? Is it Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, or Christianity?
Hinduism.
Hinduism, he says. Got it right. Well, this means a brainchild. What architect designed the glass pyramid in the courtyard of the Louvre? Is it Philip Johnson, Le Corbusier, Frank Gehry, or Gehry, or I am Pie?
I'd have to throw a lifeline. I have no. Who designed it?
Yeah, there is no lifeline in this game.
Yeah, okay. There's a French name in there. It'd have to be him. I can't imagine the French doing anything but having a Frenchman design it.
That'd be the Le Corbusier.
Yeah, I guess. That'd be my guess. I'm guessing.
Here we go. Wrong.
Yeah. Who was it?
Let's see. It won't let me do it again.
Oh, okay. I have no clue who designed that. I've seen it. I don't know.
That was a $500,000 question.
Yeah,
so
okay, I missed it.
You ended up with $32,000. But anyway, let's do the $1 million question.
Okay.
Which of these U.S. presidents appeared on the television series Laugh-In?
Nixon.
He's where John used the phone, a friend, lifeline, but as you know, he didn't actually ask for any help. All right, so which U.S. president appeared in the television series Laugh-In? Was it Lyndon Johnson, Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, or Gerald Ford?
Nixon.
Richard Nixon is correct. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, they threw that curveball. The pyramid one.
I'll have to look up, see who designed that. I
think it was that pie guy, but
I have no clue. Somebody's out there screaming at the radio, I'm sure, but I just don't know.
Well, let's ask Google right quick.
Well, we could, who designed the pyramid at the Louvre?
Yep, I'll paste it right in
surprised
here.
the Muslims haven't destroyed it yet. Was that?
It's pie. I was correct.
It was pie.
Yeah, if I had that, then there was some of them you knew that I didn't know.
Yeah.
Between the two of us, we could have gotten $1 million.
Yeah. I'd had to go on with you on that one because I had,
The sad part of the game was, Carl, when you took the game on, if you didn't make it to the top, you had to pay the $1 million.
Was that it?
Yes, I'll take your check.
Okay. Yep. Let me write that out.
Yeah.
1 million yen. million won. How's that?
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? Okay. 8:40 past the hour. Let's see here. Things we need to know today so we don't sound stupid. Bill and Melinda Gates are buying an oceanside home near San Diego. They're not going to be outdone by any Obamas.
Yeah.
They spent $43 million on theirs. It's a six-bedroom property in Del Mar, and it belonged to T. Boone Pickens originally.
Yeah. Wow. T. Boone.
His wife was living in it. T. Boone had passed away. Yeah. A woman in Toronto was shot at close range and was saved when the bullet lodged in her breast implant.
Oh, really? Yeah, okay. Bulletproof vest, huh? All right.
I wonder what size the implant was.
Yeah, I don't know.
One analyst is predicting that Disney parks will not reopen until at least 2021. I bet they'll be open by Christmas.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think they probably should, but,
I mean, these guys got everything down to a science. If they have all these runs through Disney, some 5K, 10K, marathons, all that stuff, and you can sign up for them. Of course, you have to pay to run.
Right, yeah.
And plus pay to enter the park. And they give you a tracker so that your loved ones can watch on their computer map of where you are on the race and your time and all that good stuff. But to sit there and say, hey, you want to be in a run? Yeah, well, give us 500 something bucks and you can run. I can run around my block for that. There were 15.8 million paid subscribers for Netflix in the second quarter, more than double the 7 million it predicted. Former NFL Commissioner Oliver Luck hit league founders and WWE CEO Vince McMahon with a lawsuit claiming he is still owed money from his contract after he was wrongfully terminated before the Professional Football League filed for bankruptcy earlier in April amid the coronavirus pandemic.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. We hear that the Will and Grace finale tonight will be just Groundhog Day until Will gets it right. And Farmers Insurance is reducing their premiums 25% because of the outbreak. A lot of insurance companies are following suit, so check with yours. Today's impossible question, the board game. This board game was originally called Lexicon, then Crisscross Word, before landing on its current name, which is?
Scrabble.
Scrabble. From a Did You Know category, 5% of people play games on their phones while doing this.
Driving the car.
Yeah, scary, isn't it? They're willing to cross that center line and kill you to play a stupid game. 58% of women say men should never wear these, especially on a date.
Suspenders.
Worse than that.
Really? A bow tie? And suspenders.
Skinny jeans.
Skinny jeans on a date.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well.
70% of us have a garage, but don't use it for its original purpose.
That's half true. I got a bunch of junk in there, but one car does go in the garage.
Yeah. And it's not yours.
No.
The wife's. Unless food is mixed with saliva, you can't taste it.
What's that?
Unless food is mixed with saliva, you cannot taste it.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Gotcha.
37%. Oh, that's the way to get down
Right.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah.
Get all the saliva out of your mouth.
Swallow it whole. That's right.
37%. 37% of men would like to purchase one of these cars before they die. It's a common car.
Would like to purchase a Corvette.
No, but close.
Mustang.
Mustang.
Okay. All right. I bought one. I had one. Yeah. Okay. All right.
8% of people have an extra rib.
All right.
Don't know if it does them any good unless they need to borrow it for another procedure.
Probably not. It would probably be more of a pain in the side than anything else. So.
50% of pet owners claim their dog enjoys doing this. Inside.
Well, I better not say that. Laying on the couch.
Watching TV.
Watching TV. Oh, we had that question. I've never had a dog that even notices the television unless a doorbell rings on some show. Yeah, it's like they don't even see it.
And the most commonly used letter in the alphabet is...
Oh,
I would have guessed A, but that'd be incorrect.
It's E, isn't it?
It is E.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Sure is. All right, let's see here. Get back to that and this.
Yeah, that's code breaking 101. Frequency of letters. Yeah.
All right. Let's do our comic of the day, Ray Hamilton, on canceling a gym membership.
I tried to cancel my gym membership. Have you ever heard a lazier statement in your life than I tried to cancel my gym membership? You cannot get out of this. I've walked off street gangs easier than canceling gym memberships. I called this guy and he said, if you really want to cancel, there are two ways. No, there's just one way. I tell you, and then you do it. That's it. That's the only way. We're actually halfway done right now. If you would just meet me in the middle, we could close the case on this one, you know? He said, the first way is you can come in and cancel in person. Nope. It's not that one. You want to have a meeting? What is that conversation going to be? As you can see, I spent $2,600 on 4 workouts. Now, from where I'm standing, the grounds for cancellation are pretty solid, you know?
Yeah, try to cancel DirecTV. See how that goes.
Yeah, well, it is possible. I did it.
Yes, me too. But, yeah, it was painful and time-consuming.
So, yeah, when they started in the... flipped you over to a recovery consultant.
Right.
I said, no use in trying. We're way beyond that point.
No, and now that it's AT&T TV, it's the same kind of garbage.
Worse.
But now if you sign for the online version of that, AT&T
I had it. I canceled it.
Yeah, well, if you try to sign up for it now, they want a 2-year contract.
Yeah, well, it sucks. So don't sign up for it at all.
Yeah.
Go with YouTube.
No way.
YouTube's 10 times better.
YouTube TV, yes, way better. Yeah,
there's just no comparison.
There's a few channels difference you don't get with YouTube, but yeah.
Although if you like watching your TV buffer all night,
yeah,
AT&T has it down pat.
Right, they do.
Yeah, it takes you about 2 hours to watch a 30-minute program with all the buffering.
And I want to say, I've had the YouTube TV for about a month now, and I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever had to watch a show buffer. Not
I've had a
once.
few, but very few. I've had to go into real low quality.
That
works back.
And I
because it's
expect that. I
adjusted.
mean, because everybody's home watching television
Yeah.
now, so you know.
But at least it kept the connection.
Yeah, if you have to have television, and it's got the local channels and all of that, it's a much more user-friendly interface, and it actually responds when you go to, pick something, etc., as opposed to AT&T TV now or whatever.
Now, a lot of
it's called.
shows, if you come in halfway through the program, you can back it up to the beginning.
Right, yeah. Yes, it does do
And
that.
watch that.
Yeah, I'm not sure if DirecTV didn't do that too, but it was just so
They
obnoxious
didn't.
to use.
They didn't
it was
let you have it
awful.
pre-recorded.
Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. You can record stuff on AT or the YouTube TV. You can designate things to record, and it'll record them and keep them for a year. And you don't have to go through and delete them and decide and all that kind of stuff. You can just pick your favorite series, and every time that thing plays, it'll pick up the new episode, and it's there.
I got CBS All Access. So I can go back at my leisure and watch programs. And last night, I like SEAL Team. And usually I wait a day and then watch SEAL Team without commercials on CBS All Access. But last night, I said, I'd just like to watch SEAL Team. I swear to God, I will not ever do that again. Yeah. They beat it up so bad with commercials. I mean, it felt like you saw 3 minutes of show and then wham, here comes another round of commercials. That you could not sew the scenes of the show in your mind together because it was constantly interrupted. Yeah. I went, golly, how many commercials are they going to run?
You can see how bad it is because if you go back and watch an old series from, say, the 70s or whatever, and, you click on it and you can see the time, the time remaining, and for an hour-long show that would have aired, it's like 52 minutes.
Yep.
And then, as you go into the 90s, 2000s, that time keeps getting shorter and shorter, and now it's, some of the recent ones are like 40 minutes.
Yep.
So you're getting 20 minutes of commercials out of an hour show.
But they just you just felt like you didn't see the show when it was over.
Yeah.
You saw
junk.
Glob of commercials with a little bit of programming in between.
Yeah.
It was awful. I'll never do it again.
It's bad. It's bad.
All right, well, let's see if we can learn you something.
And now it's time for
Random facts.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, the random facts for today may be a spare. Abraham Lincoln considered joining the Donner Party to go to California on the Oregon Trail, but stayed in Illinois because he just had a child and his political career was just getting going. The Donner Party famously got stuck in the Sierra Nevada mountains and turned to cannibalism.
Yeah. So where did they find that out?
Tasted like chicken.
Is that in a letter he wrote or something?
I don't know.
I'd like to see the source on that.
Approximately 101 billion human beings have died in the history of the world.
Okay, yeah.
The phrase "keep up with the Joneses" is based on a real family with the last name Jones. They built a huge mansion in Rhinebeck, New York in the middle of the 1800s, and other rich families in the area remodeled their homes to try to match them.
In Rhinebeck, huh? Okay.
Walt Disney has a record for winning the most Oscars total with 22, and the record for the most in 1 year when he won 4 in 1953. Some people believe Bong Joon-ho tied Walt's one-year record earlier this year with the film Parasite, but he only credited with 3 Oscars: the Best Picture, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay. There are only 44 aircraft carriers active around the world right now. They belong to 14 different Navy's.
44.
Mm-hmm.
That seems a little high. Okay.
I would think it's a little low, but
no, there aren't many of them. You just don't build an aircraft carrier and start flying planes off of it. That's why I'm thinking. That's why I thought it was kind of high. But some of those aircraft carriers are essentially non-effective, so it isn't that high.
What do you mean non-effective?
I mean, it's hey, this is an aircraft carrier, but they don't.
Doesn't have that many jets off of it.
Well, they either don't have the appropriate aircraft to fly off of it, or it's not worthy to fly aircraft off of it. Like the Chinese have one that they've just built that's kind of nebulous whether it's actually combat effective, operational kind of thing. It's there. Every now and then they'll shoot a plane off of it, but if you got into a shooting war, how effective would that thing be? And it's debatable. And so like India has one, the Japanese have one. I'm sure the Japanese one is ready to go. And, the Brits have them. I don't know if Spain still has one or not. And some of them are ancient, so it's debatable what kind of stuff. And are they counting just flat tops, any flap top? Because we have the amphibious assault ships, and they'd have to count those because you can fly fixed wing off of them. The Vistol aircraft fly off of those. Mm-hmm. They were designed for helos essentially to begin with, but then the Harriers and some of these other newer aircraft can fly off of them. So I guess there probably are 40 some odd.
On a full-size carrier, how many planes can it support?
I don't know. They
classified, huh?
I don't know if the number's classified, and I don't know. I know the last one that I was even passingly familiar with had 60-some aircraft on it, but I'm sure it can carry more. So I don't know what.
I wonder how vulnerable they are with today's technology, with missiles and. ICBMs and all that.
Well, for certain weapon systems, they're good to go, and for other weapon systems, talk to it. You know what you need to do, and and I can't get in the middle because I'm just a passing observer to all of this. You need to get a submarine guy in here and an aircraft carrier guy in here, and that'll be like a 2-hour. Fest on the radio here, listening to those two. So,
dump all the commercials. And listen.
You can just that'll go on forever. That argument. So,
well, it would be a good program.
Yeah.
One thing you told me. I mean, I got an email the other week from the Navy, and they sent a picture of the USS North Carolina,
right.
Which was a
battleship,
nuclear missile submarine.
Oh, okay. Oh, the new SSB. I got you. Okay. All right. I'm thinking the one they got sitting down there in Wilmington.
No.
Got you. All right.
This is the one in service.
Yes. All right. So, SSBN, right.
Yeah.
Ballistic Missile Sub.
Right. One that has submarine that could destroy the world.
I'll be honest again. I haven't kept track of all that stuff and the various types of missiles and warheads. So.
More of the story, don't mess with the U.S. military.
Yeah, it's not good.
All right, so it goes for this Thursday. Have yourself a great, safe day. We'll see you back bright and early tomorrow for a TSIF Thanksgiving Friday. Until then, be sure to support the advertisers you hear on our airwaves because they're our neighbors. They need to stay in business. They need your support to do so. They're all good people, and give them first crack at your spending dollars because when you do, that money stays here in our community, rolls over about 68% of it, and creates more jobs for the rest of us. So keep them in mind when you are out there spending your bucks. And don't forget, millions of Americans, they have fought and they have died to give and protect the freedoms that you get to enjoy today. So live today worthy of their and their family's sacrifice. I'm Steve Leader Adams, and the Leader Man, Nick and Colt the Dog. We'll see you Tuesday in the dog park.
You'd better
tigers and young men, tigers and young men. Yes, I like tigers and young men, tigers and young men, young men, tigers and young men, tigers and young men. Yes, I like tigers and young men, tigers. Yes, I like tigers and young men, tigers and young men and tigers. They can't be too young, they can't be too old. I'm still talking about the men, but I also like my tigers young. But I tigers and young men,